In an age where anyone can be a filmmaker and everyone is a viewer thanks to the internet, it's no surprise that some deranged minds will concoct some of the most disturbing films to ever be made. So today we're going to be counting down the top 5 scary Asian horror films that should be illegal. Before we begin, be sure to stick around until the end of the video where I'll be responding to a few of your comments. Let's jump in. In at 5, The Whispering of the Gods. This Japanese drama was released in 2005 and directed by Tatsushi Omari. The film follows the abuse in a tight-knit Catholic farming community where a young girl who has committed murder is seeking refuge. Even with such a brief summary, it's clear to see why this film rubbed people the wrong way. First of all, the film was released without certification as it was deemed unsuitable for viewers and too disturbing. So what exactly goes down? Well, right off the bat, we're presented with a praying priest who is receiving a handjob from a young retainer. This film wastes no time at all. So, in order to join the tight-knit community, an individual must accept the authority and discipline from the superiors to the workers. Essentially, it's translated as systemic abuse. The film displays extreme sexual acts, forced fellatio, and even bestiality. Big no-no. The film was considered to be too blasphemous to even be shown in a singular movie theatre, so the director was forced to screen it out of a mobile travelling theatre. In at 4, Strange Circus. This 2005 Japanese horror drama is just plain horrifying, and I honestly don't even know where to begin with this plot. So let's jump over to Wikipedia, shall we? I quote, "School principal rapes his daughter after she sees her parents having sex. Her mother witnesses the rape. The father now rapes both of them as he pleases, while his family is undermined by incest, suicide, and murder." What the actual f***? First of all, let's address the fact that not only does the daughter watch her parents have sex, but the father had modified a cello case so she was able to do so. Over time, the daughter begins to enjoy the pleasure of having sex with her father, and the mother becomes jealous. Violence quickly ensuing. The plot is crazy disturbing and just utterly grotesque. Which, speaking of, in at number 3, Grotesque. This Japanese splatter horror and exploitation film was released in 2009 and follows a young couple who are kidnapped by a paranoid sadistic doctor, shackled up in a basement, and are tortured and mutilated. The sole purpose of this film is to display violence through torture. Not only that, but to display it as graphically as possible. The BBFC refused to release the film in the UK, driving Amazon to remove it from its website as well. The purpose of the film was to shock, and it did just that. But even hardcore fans of splatter and exploitation considered this film to be a little too much for even them. Honestly, that's all I can really say about it. In at 2, Caterpillar. Released in 2010, this Japanese drama follows a decorated lieutenant named the God of War, who returns home from war in a terrible state. Both his legs and hands are severely mutilated, his hearing is lost, and he has horrendous burns on the side of his head. His family is shocked, as you would expect, and they persuade his wife that it is an honor to take care of such a decorated veteran. So she does just that. First of all, the title itself refers to his condition, considering he doesn't have hands or legs, making him resemble a caterpillar. The wife quickly becomes unhappy with her current predicament, as she's forced to attend to all the family work in the house and on the field. But worst of all, she's forced to satisfy her husband's biological needs, which becomes strenuous as he develops an insatiable thirst for sex. All of which scenes are shocking to witness, once again considering his condition. It's a deeply disturbing film with a message on society and war, but the visuals alone are the biggest deterrent for moviegoers. And lastly, in at number 1, Mobius. Released in 2013, this South Korean horror film follows a spouse who discovers her husband is having an affair. So, in order to seek revenge, she castrates their son and eats his severed penis before fleeing. What ensues is just mind-boggling, honestly. The father spends the rest of the film researching penis transplants, because this is obviously the main priority right now. At the same time, his son is being bullied at school for his new situation, so he ends up participating in a gang rape of his father's former mistress. Yep, that's the film. That's the entire film. What is equally disturbing about the film is not just the grotesque imagery and plot, but the fact that there is almost no dialogue at all, forcing viewers to focus on the disturbing visuals taking place. It's another film that is shocking and controversial just to be controversial, and if you know me, you know that is my least favourite type of film. No thank you. Well, there we have it. Have you seen any of these films? Do you agree with me, or are you hunting them down online right now? Honestly, please don't. I'm emotionally scarred just from doing this list. Before I go, I just want to respond to a few of your comments from our previous video, Top 5 Scary Ransom Notes. Robert the Dude said, "The real life version of Velma is back. This deserves a slice of pizza." You're welcome, and honestly, I'm loving this comparison. Still, keep them coming. Also, share the pizza, please. John Barfield said, "Please give me a shout out. I am a big fan." There you go. Edward Valencia said, "Velma, where are your glasses?" Haha. It's a good one. It's not old yet. It's not. Oh, so funny. Rusty Fish said, "Hey Lucy, you make this series well worth watching. Jack's okay, but you're the reason I watch though. How about a quick shout out?" Aw, well thank you so much Rusty, here's your shout out. And go easy on Jack, I cut him with a fork once. Cutting him with your words is just crossing the line. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another scary vid. If you want to continue on your horror binge, be sure to click on the playlist floating on your screen right now. And until next time, see you later.